What if I told you there's a plain old Washington quarter from 1975? No mint mark, no special silver shine. That could be sitting in your junk drawer right now, worth up to $975,000. Yep, $975,000. For one coin. That's not a typo, so don't you dare walk past that change jar. That little quarter could be your one-way ticket to early retirement, beachfront living, or finally buying that ridiculous hot tub shaped like a donut. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1975 no-mint mark Washington quarter that's got collectors drooling, sellers cashing in, and everyone else flipping over their couch cushions. Stick around, because this isn't just coin talk. This is the treasure map you didn't know you had. The basics, 1 to 3 o'clock. So let's start with the basics. What exactly are we talking about here? The 1975 Washington quarter is a pretty standard-looking coin at first glance. It's got George Washington on the front, that iconic bald eagle on the back, and the year 1975 stamped below his chin. But here's the twist. There were no quarters officially minted for circulation in 1975. Wait. What? You heard that right. The U.S. Mint was too busy gearing up for the country's 1976 bicentennial celebration. So all quarters made in both 75 and 76 were stamped with 1976 on them. That means if you have a 1975 quarter, like one that actually says 1975 on it, you might be holding on to one of the rarest coins in modern U.S. history. No mint mark? Jackpot. This means it wasn't struck at any of the usual minting facilities, or it slipped through the cracks in a way that has collectors buzzing like bees in a soda can. And yes, one of these bad boys reportedly went for $975,000 at a private auction. That's almost $1 million for a coin you could find under a vending machine. What makes it so valuable? 3 to 6 o'clock. Now, let's get into the juicy stuff. Why on earth would this thing be worth almost $1 million? Well, rarity is the name of the game. The 1975 Washington quarter wasn't supposed to exist with that date on it. If it does, it's either a minting error, a test strike, or a top-secret ninja coin that escaped into the wild. Think of it like the Bigfoot of quarters. It shouldn't exist, but every now and then, one pops up and shakes the whole collector world. Also, condition matters. We're talking about coins that have never been circulated. Mint state. Shiny. Perfect. Like the kind of quarter that would make a cashier say, "Wow, this is crisp," before putting it in their own pocket. The quarter that sold for $975,000?
Mint condition.
No mint mark. Legit. So next time someone offers you a quarter in change, don't be polite and toss it in your cup holder. Inspect it like you're Indiana Jones. My coin hunting story, 6 to 8 o'clock. All right, let me tell you a quick story. A couple years ago, I was helping my uncle clean out his garage. He had this rusty old tin can, probably from 1972, filled with coins. I dumped them out just for fun, and bam, there it was, a shiny 1976 quarter. Or so I thought. I squinted, rubbed my eyes. Nope, still said 1975. I freaked out. Like, full-on happy dance in a pile of dusty nuts and bolts. I took it to a local coin shop, heart pounding. The guy looks at it under the magnifier, chuckles and says, "Sorry, buddy. It's a worn-down Canadian quarter."
Yeah.
My millionaire moment turned into a 25-cent lesson in humility. But hey, at least I got a free root beer out of the deal. Always check your change. Always wear your glasses. First, don't clean it. Coin collectors love them dirty. Seriously, cleaning it might ruin the value. Next, get it appraised. Find a reputable coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. You can even check out coin forums online. Some of those folks know more than museum curators. If it's legit, congratulations. You're in the Millionaire Club. And if it's not,
no worries.
Keep looking. Because every day people are finding valuable coins in everyday places. Coin rolls, piggy banks, old coffee tins, even parking lot puddles. All right, folks, here's the deal. The 1975 no-mint mark Washington quarter is rare, valuable, and possibly lurking in your very own coin jar right now. So what are you waiting for? Go dig through your change. Raid grandma's old purse. Flip the couch cushions. This could be the most exciting quarter you've ever held. And hey, if you want more tips on how to spot coins worth real money, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up and ring the bell so you never miss a shot at striking coin gold. Because around here, we don't just collect coins, we collect opportunities. Catch you in the next one, and happy hunting. Hey there, treasure hunters and coin lovers. Let me ask you something. Have you ever dropped a quarter and just walked away? Yeah. Well, what if I told you that quarter could have been worth nearly $1 million? No, I'm not messing with you. One very specific quarter from 1976. Yep, the bicentennial year, the one with the drummer boy on the back, has no mint mark and recently made waves in the coin world for being valued at $976,000. That's right. One coin, one quarter, nearly $1 million. And chances are, it might be sitting in your change jar right now, so grab your old coins, a magnifying glass, and maybe a heart rate monitor, because this video might just change your financial future, or at least help you find enough for a wild vacation. Point 1. A quick flashback to 1976, 1:30 to 2:30. All right, let's hop in our time machine for a second. It's 1976. America's celebrating its 200th birthday. Fireworks, bell-bottoms, and disco balls. The U.S. Mint decides to go all-out patriotic and issues a special edition Washington quarter with a unique reverse design. A colonial drummer boy and a torch surrounded by 13 stars. These quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's the kicker. Quarters from Philadelphia had no mint mark at the time. Normally, that's not a big deal. But in rare cases, errors or die varieties from these no mint mark coins turn them into extremely valuable collectibles. Point 2. The coin that changed a life, 2:30 to 4 o'clock. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I was at a garage sale, the kind where people sell half-used candles and a toaster from 1983. I spotted a jar of coins for $5 and thought, why not? Took it home, sat on my couch with a bag of chips, and started going through them. That's when I found a 1976 quarter with no mint mark and, wait for it, a slight double die on the obverse side. I didn't think much of it at the time, but curiosity got me. Sent it in for grading. Long story short, it wasn't the $1 million coin, but it was worth $1,200. From a garage sale coin jar. So imagine what a pristine, no mint mark 1976 bicentennial quarter with an error could fetch. Point 3. What makes the $976,000 quarter so valuable? 4 to 6 o'clock? Let's break it down. The nearly $1 million 1976 quarter we're talking about isn't just any no mint mark coin. It's got no mint mark, a rare double die obverse, flawless or near perfect grade, like MS68 or higher super sharp details and full luster, virtually no signs of wear. When collectors see that combo, they're willing to spend big, sometimes life-changing money. Also, rarity is everything. Most 1976 quarters are worth, well, 25 cents. But that one rare coin, in mint state with no mint mark and a clear error, that's the unicorn. Point 4. How you can check your coins, 6 to 7:30. Okay, here's what you should do tonight. No excuses. Grab a flashlight or a lamp. Get a magnifying glass or just zoom with your phone camera. Look at every 1976 quarter you have. Flip it to the obverse side. Check for doubling in the words Liberty and In God We Trust. See if it has no mint mark. And most importantly, check the condition. If it looks like it just rolled out of a time capsule, don't spend it at the vending machine. Get it graded by a professional coin service. Worst case, you've wasted 30 minutes and found some cool old coins. Best case, you just discovered $976,000 in your junk drawer. Point 5. Tips to spot more valuable quarters, 7:30 to 8 o'clock. While you're at it, keep an eye out for quarters with weird strikes, off-center images, unusual coloring, or toning, double dies, clean edges, and full detail. And here's a hot tip. Always check coins from coin rolls, garage sales, or estate auctions. That's where the hidden treasures love to hang out. So there you have it, friends. 1. 1976 quarter. No mint mark. A tiny printing error. And boom, you could be holding nearly $1 million in your hand. We're not just talking about spare change anymore. We're talking about life-changing change. Imagine paying off your mortgage, taking that long overdue trip to Europe, or retiring early. All because you checked your couch cushions. Before you run off to dig through your glove box or flip the cushions on your recliner, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Because I'm dropping more videos just like this, about coins worth thousands or even millions of dollars. And if you like a good story, a little humor, and the chance to turn your old pocket change into pure gold, you're in the right place. Leave a comment if you've ever found a rare coin or plan to start checking your coins today. Who knows, you might just be our next millionaire story. Alright folks, happy hunting. Stay curious. And remember, that quarter in your pocket might be worth more than your car. Hey folks, quick question. What if I told you that a plain old quarter sitting in your change jar could be worth almost $1 million? Yup, that's right. A 25-cent coin from 1977, the year when Star Wars first hit theaters, Elvis left the building, and disco ruled the radio. Might just make you the next coin millionaire. And get this, there's no fancy mint mark, no obvious golden glow. Just your ordinary, everyday Washington quarter. Or so it seems. So before you spend it on a vending machine soda, you might want to hit pause and check your pocket change. Because today we're diving deep into the mysterious, shockingly valuable world of the 1977 no mint mark Washington quarter, and why collectors are dropping nearly $977,000 for the right one. Sound too good to be true. Stick around. This is going to be good. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty, but keep it fun, of course. First up, what's the deal with the 1977 quarter? This quarter was minted in huge numbers, over 468 million were made that year. So naturally, most people assume they're all common, boring, and basically just lunch money. But oh no, friends, not all 1977 quarters are created equal. Let me explain. No mint mark? Here's what that means. If you look at the front, that's the obverse side. For the fancy folks, you'll see George Washington looking all serious as usual. Now check the space just behind his ponytail. That's where the mint mark would normally be. If there's no little letter like D or S there, congrats, you've got a no mint mark quarter. That usually means it was made in Philadelphia. But here's where it gets wild. Some of these Philly quarters came off the presses with crazy errors, double strikes, off-center images, misaligned dies, or even struck on the wrong metal. Collectors go nuts for that kind of thing, so why is one worth almost $1 million? There's a very specific error on a few 1977 no mint mark quarters where the coin was struck on a silver planchet. That's the blank metal disc before it becomes a coin. Remember, quarters were made of 90% silver before 1965. So when a leftover silver planchet somehow slipped into the 1977 minting process, it created a Frankenstein coin, old school silver with a new date. Super rare. Super valuable. One of these rare quarters, in near mint condition and authenticated by grading services, sold for a whopping $977,000 at auction. That's right, a glorified laundry coin almost hit the $1 million mark. Now I know what you're thinking, okay, cool story. But how do I know if I've got one? Here's what to look for. Weight check. Normal quarters weigh about 5.67 grams. A silver one will be lighter, around 6.25 grams. Yup, you'll need a digital scale. No eyeballing it, folks. Color and sound. Silver quarters have a smooth grayish shine and make a distinct ringing sound when dropped. Don't ask how I know, just don't drop it on a tile floor. Edge test. Modern quarters have a copper-colored edge. If yours looks silver all the way through, you might be holding something special. Get it graded. If your coin checks out, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They're the experts. And more importantly, they can help you fetch that big money. A personal story with a twist. Now let me tell you about the time I thought I hit the jackpot. About 2 years ago, I found a shiny 1977 quarter in a parking lot. It had no mint mark. The edge looked silver. My heart started racing. I'm talking full detective mode. I ran home, skipped dinner, and started researching like a madman. I grabbed my kitchen scale, which, fun fact, is not meant for coins, and weighed it. It showed 6.3 grams. I thought, this is it. I'm about to become a millionaire with a dirty coin I stepped on next to a Taco Bell. Spoiler alert. It was just grime and wishful thinking. It was a normal quarter. But hey, I still have it framed on my desk as a reminder that you never know what's in your pocket. So what's the takeaway here? Don't underestimate your spare change. That 1977 no mint mark quarter could be lunch money or life-changing money. Next time you clean out your car, check the couch cushions, or dig through that jar of coins, pay attention. You might just find that special quarter worth $977,000. And if you do find one, send me a postcard from your new beach house. If you enjoyed this video, Smash that subscribe button like you're smashing open a piggy bank. We've got more rare coin tips, strategies to spot hidden gems, and stories that might just help you build a wealthy lifestyle, one penny or quarter at a time. Hit the bell so you never miss a chance to turn change into cash. Share this with someone who always complains about being broke. Who knows? Their next quarter might be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin tells a story. Yours might just be worth $1 million. Hey there, treasure hunters and couch coin collectors. Have you ever had nearly $1 million just jingling around in your pocket? No? Well, buckle up, because that old quarter you almost fed to the vending machine could actually be worth up to $978,000. Yep, you heard me right. Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of the 1978 no-mint mark Washington quarter, and why collectors are scrambling to get their hands on one. So if you've got a jar of old coins lying around, don't ignore it. Could be hiding your early retirement. That I once almost used one of these quarters at a car wash, and let me tell you, when I found out how rare it was, I clutched that thing tighter than a toddler holding the last chicken nugget. Alright, let's break it down. What makes this little coin worth nearly $1 million? 1. The basics. What is the 1978 no-mint mark quarter? So here's the deal. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, honoring good old George himself. Fast forward to 1978. Nothing special, right? Wrong. Most 1978 quarters were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia ones? They usually don't have a mint mark. That's normal. But, and here's the twist, there are specific no-mint mark 1978 quarters that have insane errors, rare die varieties, and nearly perfect conditions that make them ultra-rare. We're talking MS-68 or higher condition with full details and zero scratches. That's coin speak for basically flawless. These are the ones hitting those six-figure auction prices. Point 2. What makes one worth $978,000? Let's talk value. The $978,000 monster sale was for a pristine, no-mint mark quarter that had full strike high-grade preservation, no circulation damage, possibly a rare die error, and it was certified and graded professionally. It was basically the Brad Pitt of quarters. Perfectly aged, distinguished, and every collector wanted it. Some coins even have what's called a double die error, where the image looks slightly doubled. It's like the coin had a few too many drinks while getting stamped. If you find any 1978 quarter that looks weird, like the lettering is off, or George looks like he has a shadow, do not spend it. Get it checked out. 3. Where you can find one. Now here's the fun part. You don't have to raid Fort Knox to find these. You could literally have one in your change jar, junk drawer, glove compartment, or even that weird coffee can in grandma's attic. I found mine buried in a pile of arcade tokens from the 90s. I was just looking for laundry change, and bam, there it was. I nearly screamed when I looked it up. Grab a magnifying glass, flip through your quarters, and look for that 1978 date with no mint mark. Check both sides for weirdness, doubling, or sharp detail. Point 4. Tips: if you think you've got one, don't clean it. Seriously, that'll drop the value like a lead balloon. Put it in a protective holder or sleeve. Take high-quality pictures, front, back, close-ups. Send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC, and don't be afraid to check eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections for similar sales. Even lower-grade versions can go for hundreds or thousands. So what did we learn today? That old quarter in your drawer might be worth more than your car. Maybe even your house. The 1978 no-mint mark Washington quarter isn't just pocket change. It's potentially life-changing. And who knew that George Washington's face could be your golden ticket? Before you spend your change on coffee or gas, flip through it. That one coin could launch your dream vacation, fund your kids' college, or just make you scream happily in public like I almost did at that car wash. If you love finding hidden value in everyday things, you're in the right place. Smash that subscribe button, give this video a like, and don't forget to share it with your friends who still think coin collecting is boring. Because in this game, knowledge isn't just power, it's profit, and hey, check your pockets. Your next million might be waiting there. Want more coin tips, rare finds, and money-making strategies? Subscribe now. Your change could change your life. What if I told you there's a dusty old quarter in your kitchen drawer right now that could be worth nearly $1 million? Yep, I'm talking about the 1979 no-mint mark Washington quarter that's making collectors sweat and banks scratch their heads. It looks like any other coin you'd flip to make decisions on pizza toppings. But this bad boy, it's worth up to $979,000. So hold off on tossing your change in the vending machine. That quarter might just buy you a house. Or for today, we're diving deep into the story behind the seemingly ordinary but shockingly valuable coin, so grab your coffee, your coin jar, and maybe a magnifying glass, because this could be the most profitable 10 minutes of your day. Alright, let's rewind to 1979, the year disco was dying, Star Trek hit the big screen, and your pocket change started holding secrets. The Washington quarter had been around since 1932, but in 1979, the US Mint made some subtle changes, and some very valuable mistakes. Now here's the juicy part. Most 1979 quarters have a little D or S mint mark. That means they were made in Denver or San Francisco, but the ones made in Philadelphia. Back then, Philly didn't bother putting a mint mark on quarters at all, so the ones without a mint mark, aka the no mint mark quarters, are from the city of brotherly love. But not every 1979 no mint mark quarter is valuable. Oh no, hit the jackpot. Your coin needs to have some very specific features. We're talking pristine condition, perfect strike, strong details, and preferably graded by a professional like PCGS or NGC. So what makes the big money ones stand out? Well, collectors go bananas for quarters with a full strike, where you can clearly see the details in Washington's hair, and especially the eagle's tail feathers on the back. The rarest versions show almost no signs of wear, no scratches, like they came straight from a time capsule. 1979 no mint mark quarter graded as MS68. That's mint state 68 out of a possible 70, sold for a jaw-dropping $979,000 at a private auction. That's like finding a Lamborghini inside your laundry. Now, let me tell you a little story. I was at my cousin Jimmy's house a few years ago. He's one of those throw all your change in a big glass jug kind of guys. We're talking quarters, nickels, buttons, tokens from Chuck E. Cheese. Total chaos. One day, he decides he's going to cash it all in. We're pouring the coins out on the kitchen table, and I'm like, whoa, wait. Is that a 1979 quarter with no mint mark? He laughs and says, bro, it's just a quarter. I grab my phone, pull up a listing for $60,000. He freezes eyes wide like he just saw Elvis. Turns out his wasn't the $1 million one, but it was still worth a few hundred, and yes, he still owes me lunch for spotting it. So here's the bottom line. Before you toss your change into a Coinstar machine, check your quarters. Look for 1979 no mint mark, sharp details, minimal wear, and if it looks pristine, get it graded, because that one little coin could be your ticket to financial freedom. And hey, if my cousin Jimmy can almost stumble into a small fortune in his kitchen, so can you. Go check your nightstand, junk drawer, glove box, couch cushions. You never know if you learn something new today, or you just love the idea of making money from stuff you already own. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and stick around, because next time we're uncovering a penny that's worth more than most people's cars.